Hello, 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 hello. Mm.
Hey,
Hey, what it do?
what's up? What's up? What's up?
Not much. Oof. I almost went to sleep on y'all, boy.
I've been here doing her, still doing her.
What you doing?
Some box braid.
Your fingers gonna
Oh,
be numb.
well,
You done.
I know. And I did them way smaller than usual. I never
So
do
how
them
long
this
you been
little.
doing her?
Man, it's like 2 o'clock. So for 8 hours. And I'm
Man,
on the
you
last
better leave it up for
step.
at least a month hairstyle.
Man, that's what I told her. I said, don't be looking for me. Cause this
Man,
it.
what
This
you
might be the last time doing her for real. I might just start paying somebody. At this rate, Jesus.
mm,
Because it's a whole day's of work at somebody's job. Shit.
it is. It is. It really
Mhm.
is. I be trying to do my medium size.
Yeah, that's what I normally do, but I done mess around and did some damn
The
girl
smile.
trying to. Yes. I don't never do no little braids, bro.
Well,
For
at least
that
you didn't
simple
have to do
reason.
them again for a while.
I'm not doing shit. Never again.
Ah, well, I'm gonna do it because I'm not finna pay you.
I'm gonna pay somebody because I done started paying for London to go get her hair done. Cause why? Why the fuck not? Sometimes you just got to pay.
You right?
Just to save myself the mental anguish
Okay.
of doing some stuff, trying to do it all the
I
time.
just
Ain't
take a
it?
day. If I know that I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna do her today. That's what I liked
Yeah.
about when everybody had locks. I had got to where I could
Hmm.
do it in like an hour and a half, two
Yeah.
hours, and then it didn't take me long. Them box
I just
braids
want
gonna hit you for a good 6 hours.
yeah, I just don't want to do no more hair. I don't think my mama want to cut mine off. That's why
Man,
I see my old women be
be
wearing
rocking them
wigs
little fades and
and be
them little.
wearing them little fades. I'm there. I'm almost there. I'm almost in my fade and my tip fade era.
At your what?
My 10th grade era, nigga, I will go to the barber shop and get this shit cut off.
Okay, you get a little heart cut in. I seen this lady with a heart with her hair. She had it cut off. It was so cute. She had a little heart in it.
Man, I'm
I
out
said,
there.
too cute. I
I
read there
am
go.
out there. Cause who the fuck care about some hair?
I
She
I,
on
I
on
want
the
to have
men.
hair, but I don't. I'm not like I don't really
Yeah,
care that much.
I want to have hair too, but
Huh? Hey,
I be
Corey.
want to have hair too.
It's a good old big deal.
What up, Corey?
Yeah.
Corey's in
How
the
are you? How are
house.
you? How are you?
Hair is definitely not a deal, a make or breaker thing for me. It never really have been though. But I
You know,
guess it would
men
make
be
a big
tripping
difference
though.
if my hair was falling. If I was like bald, then you know.
Yeah, alopecia. Girl, men be funny about her. Somebody broke up with me one time because I cut my hair off. Never have I ever. And that
Yeah.
nigga was a Gemini.
You know, we do it. We have our ways now.
But called me back a year later, talking about some. I'm gonna be in your area. Who new phone? Who is this? Who number? What? Who is this?
Right. Because that was petty, bro. It's never that
Exactly.
serious. Not when her grow back.
Man. Cause by the time you called me back that next year, bro, my hair was to the same length it was when you dumped me.
Not over no hair. That's crazy work.
Over some hair, man. Called me a bulldagger. Bulldagger.
Oh no.
Cora told me if I wanted a dyke, I would have got one. Nick, oh,
You
what?
should have told him he is the dyke. Fucking dyke.
Okay. Oh, Lord. You didn't
With
have
his
to say
boy.
all that.
Huh.
You didn't have to call me a bulldagger.
Man, you could have
Okay.
just said you didn't want this is not working out for me. You don't have to insult me.
Insults and broke up with me, but call back a year later.
Yeah.
Mm.
This shit crazy. This shit keep landing on the same damn card. Okay, let's talk about let's let me read the title and what we gonna talk about. So the title of this episode is Affirmations and Mirrors. So on tonight's episode, we will be stepping into our creative space. We will be sharing our own depictions of affirmations and how we utilize them by building off the growth from recognizing patterns. Of course, we will talk our sass, get off task, and crack jokes in our West Tennessee lingo. I spelled off wrong. I put get off task. It'll be all right. I'll go back and fix it. So, y'all want to do y'all I'm gonna go ahead and do my word because I keep shuffling these cards and they keep pulling up to the same one. This the third time it done landed on this one. It landed on. I'm doing the relationship oracle cards and it keeps landing on expression. And the frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence through many different forms of communication.
Okay.
Expression is the opposite of depression. I
Well,
seen that
all right.
somewhere and it really stuck in my head.
That makes sense. Express or depress. I
Hmm.
must let it go down or I'm going to let it out.
As you said.
All right. So I don't have a word for today. I just have a quote. And
Okay.
it says success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Dale
Say that
Carnegie.
again.
Right.
Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Dale Carnegie.
That makes
Word.
sense. Cause you can have a whole lot of shit and be miserable.
Right. And everybody's definition of success is different. So
Hmm. I 100% agree with that.
what I'm
For
doing
sure.
may not be successful to the next one, but this is what I want, I guess. Shit.
Okay. Corey, you get anything?
Nah, not this Sunday, which I apologize or whatnot. Nothing street worthy or savvy to really say today. So nah.
Word on the streets. Said they get it popping. Word on the streets.
What the people?
Word that be on Young Jock in the morning show. Word on the streets. We came to get it popping. Word on the streets. Yeah. Ooh.
All right, so I think like the first thing we should do is actually talk about what an affirmation actually is. I thought there was gonna be a word in the feast, so I didn't look up an extra.
No, I could look up what affirmation mean. No, it was I didn't do affirmation. I was that quote that came popped up and it stuck with me.
I ain't mad at it. It makes sense. Sometimes you gotta
So
switch it up.
I just had to hit it with every success is what you want. Not what everybody else want for you. What you want. Or not
Man,
what you
please.
expect for other people to want for you. What you want. Okay, so affirmation is an action or process of affirming something or being affirmed. Emotional support or encouragement. Hmm,
Yep. And I think that you should affirm yourself before you affirm anybody else.
I agree. I agree. And
Especially,
affirmations come in different forms. You know, some people verbally affirm and some people affirm in their mind.
some people write it down.
Yeah.
So
Whatever works for you. It's no one
it ain't. Yeah, this is
right
definitely
way.
not a one size one way to do shit. That's why we just put it as a depiction
It's many ways to skin a cat.
and
It's
several ways
awful.
to get the nine.
It's the old folks
Yeah.
saying.
But I do think it's important to kind of. I'm gonna throw this in here real quick. Like when I was writing down and talking, what kind of organizing my thoughts, I would really look at the like three of our episodes that this kind of plays off of, and I'm gonna just throw them out there. So if whoever's listening want to go back and listen to these, it kind of might help you to understand affirmations. So I put the feeling of music into what we do and what happens when we pay attention to patterns. So, and I say those three because for me, when I first started doing my affirmations, I was just writing them down on paper. Okay, that threw me for somebody riding down my street, baby, and they beats rocked my whole house. Make up me deal. Okay. Golly. All right then. So okay. That threw me. Not much, but just a little bit. So I would write mine down and then I started like recording them
Mhm.
to like a little beat or whatever. So for me, that allowed me the opportunity to listen to them as music. And like when
Mhm.
you listen to certain songs or whatever, you can take that song and use it as an affirmation, which a lot of people, have come out with their own affirmations or whatever, but it's still just kind of like a form of music. Like if you listen to anything, like I like to always use the gospel music as a prime example. So when you listen to it, it's uplifting. Well, it's supposed to be anyway. But
And
that's
you
just
know why
one
that
thing
is?
for
They
me.
play gospel music. My mama told me, not to interrupt you, but she told
No,
me
you
that
good.
in church they play on a certain note. They play on the B. On it's a
Hmm.
B note. And she said that's most black music was always sung in a B note. And she gave me a prime example of D'Angelo. She said D'Angelo puts her in the mindset of a gospel singer, even though his music is not gospel singing. She said that he sings a B major, B minor. I can't remember
B,
if it's B major or
B
B minor.
minor.
It might be B minor. She said
Hmm.
that gospel music has always been sung in B minor. And so it gives you a certain feeling, I'm assuming, based off of that frequency. But her example was D'Angelo. And she said now most music is sung at a C note, which is
It
not
is.
conducive to your hearing or whatever. But I digress.
You said D'Angelo. The first thing popped in my head was that Untitled video.
Yeah, I do it for you. That's why I said, even though he don't sing gospel like that, that was her. When he sung, she gave me an example of a secular singer who sings like a gospel singer, but
Yeah.
he does have a gospel background. He's a preacher's kid,
That makes sense.
so he understands how to get music over to other people in forms in different through the frequency.
Okay, okay. Hello, boss Hizzle, lion face.
Mhm.
Welcome.
So,
Um, so I don't know, like I know, like I say, I don't know, I know. That made a lot of sense. For me, when I use like my affirmation, so do y'all want to like talk about how we utilize them, or show them, or how y'all want to go about it? I didn't.
Uh, I mean, we can each just discuss what we do and how we affirm
right.
ourselves because everybody's method is different. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
listen to myself per se.
I do.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I was trying to figure out how y'all want to go about showing your depiction of a.
Mhm.
how you utilize a affirmation.
Yeah. So I know for me, I can remember the movie. Y'all remember the movie The Help?
Yes.
And she was like, "You is smart,
For
you
That
sure.
is
makes me cry
kind,
every
you
time I
is
watch that movie. I be crying.
beautiful." I hate that movie sometimes.
I
I
just like
get
that
it.
part. I don't like
I
the
get it,
movie.
but it just but like that was like, okay, so that's something that we have always done as a people. That just put me in the mindset. That's we always are affirming as a people. We have to always encourage ourselves. And for me, affirmations are encouraging me to either keep going or do something different. So I didn't really I started I learned how to do affirmations through Louise Hay. Louise Hay was my first experience with affirmations, and like some of hers, I know on movies they used to make fun of. Y'all know how people used to be listening to them tapes going into work. Have you ever seen that in a movie?
Yeah,
And
my
it'd be like,
daddy used to listen to them where it's like subliminal
Yeah.
messages, sort of.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, say this
we
to
used to
yourself.
listen to
So
them when we were little.
yeah, so that's how Louise Hay was for me. Louise Hay helped me out of some tough times in my life. I listened to her. And it just like when I would do, like, it would take me a few days or at least a week, and I would just start feeling way better about
Yeah.
life and my situation, just repeating some of the stuff she said. And so she was my first experience with just really following through and doing affirmations. But I
Hmm.
also, when I lived with my aunts in Atlanta in like 2006, they used to listen to this movie came out called The Secret. It was a book first, and then it was a DVD, and it was basically about manifesting what you want to happen. And so the premise of it was think what you want to happen and it will happen. So it's affirmation, but without you just actually having to say it, you just think it. So for me, my affirmations have always been thoughts in my mind. I'm not really big on sharing them with people, and I just kind of get something in my head and go with it and repeat it to myself, especially
Yeah.
when I'm just in dire straits. Not in dire, but usually when I'm in dire straits, I really have to encourage myself. But
Right.
like if it's something I'm trying to achieve, I repeat it in my head to myself. Like it's sometimes like if I'm in a car by myself, I might say it out loud. But for the most part, mine's are more in my head about what I'm trying to do.
It depends on where. Like for me, I can listen to mine. Like say if I'm in the car and I'm riding and I want to listen to it, then
Hmm.
I before I go wherever I'm going, just as a affirmation, to affirm myself, then I will. But it's
Hmm.
not
This is situational.
yeah, it just depends on what I'm trying to do, where I'm going, how I feel.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. I think for myself, I came into the whole overstanding the affirmations and whatnot in the infancy of my coming into knowing what I know now or whatever. You feel me? Which was a handful of shit more than a handful of years ago. Now that I really sit back and look at it, but nevertheless, though, believe it or not, y'all, Professor James Smiles is who kind of made that click and made that make sense for me or whatnot. You feel me? For those who may not know who Professor James Smiles is, he is a African history scholar. You feel me? So for people who
Mhm.
are into the culture and into that realm, man, bro, is a like one of our champions, one of our OGs or our elders, as we say in the community, and he um kind of put me on the right path. And then from him, believe it or not, for my women out there listening, Queen Afua, she
Oh
helped me
yeah.
understand
Oh
it.
yeah, absolutely.
She
Hmm.
helped me understand it. And even from me being even me being a male, she helped me understand it or whatever, speaking those words into myself. And then to top it off, us with our southern upbringing or whatever, you feel me? Like you say,
Hmm.
little do we know, and little did our parents and our grandparents knew, they were speaking affirmations into us, you know what I'm saying, affirming things and not even knowing it or whatever. So
Right.
it really became like second nature or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
but that's what kind of got me there. Long story short.
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to say, I do want to say this. Like y'all know, like I believe in like movement of energy through your body with your chakras, and I know that for affirmations for each chakra there is a way that you should word your wording. So for your
Hmm.
Hmm.
root chakra, that is where you're gonna say like I am, and that's got to do with like safety and grounding. And then you have your
Hmm.
sacral, which is the I feel, and it's emotions. Then you have
Hmm.
your solar plexus is the I do, which is your confidence. Your heart is I love, which is how open you are to love, accepting, and giving. Your throat, I speak. And to me, all that represents is authenticity. I speak truth. Um,
Hmm.
your third eye is I see. That's your intuition and what I'm saying, trusting your gut. And your
Hmm.
crown chakra is I know, which is when you are divinely connected or you have stepped into a place of Christ consciousness, which we kind of talked about that earlier this week in our group chat. So I just wanted to throw that in there for
You
the
know who else? Who else did that? And I forgot to mention him. C. Freeman L.
yes.
C. Freeman L.
For
Also,
sure.
he taught he taught affirmations, affirming yourself through the chakras. When you said that, it clicked. I was like, damn, I heard Steve Freeman else say that. He also taught. He used the word Islam. It means I self am
Hmm.
law master or something like that. But he
Yeah, I know.
also,
I know what you're getting to.
yes, he was big on that, and he was big on using meditation sounds, like
Mm-hmm.
depending
Yeah,
on where
the
you.
murders. Yeah, using the
Yes,
murders or whatnot. You feel me?
yes. He learned he said he likened it to the Sufis, the way they did meditation, like the Tao and Da, using your tongue and positioning
Right.
it in certain ways to get a certain vibration
For
to.
sure.
That's all tied in with that, with working with your chakras, with the
Yes.
Hmm.
sounds, and then the mantras, how you hold your hands, the positioning, and all of that is tied in. And with the meditation, that's like when I first started doing my affirmations and writing them, I would go out and lay and do just a straight sun bath and just be in the sun. It would be super hot, midsummer, like, and I would just go to the park and just lay in the sun and just absorb the
Hmm.
sun, and whatever meditate, whatever thoughts came into my mind once I sat up or rolled over, whatever I did, I would write it.
Hmm.
So that was me, what I'm saying, taking away, removing patterns and adding new ones. So I'm removing behaviors that I did not want,
For sure.
or character, what I would call a character flaw, and replacing it with something else. So even sometimes I still have to go back and listen to, or go back, and I like to go back and reread what I have written like years ago. Like I have journals, I go back and read it and be like, damn, I actually did that shit. Like
Hmm.
I, to remind myself that okay, well, whatever I'm speaking into my life, I'm very much capable of accomplishing it, long as I continue to tell myself and affirm myself that this is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I know. I had so many journals, bro. Like I could tell at different phases in life. Like the first journal I got, my aunt gave me, and I was like, "What the fuck she give me this journal for?" As an adult,
Right.
and so she put some nice words in it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." So I have like sometimes I be going through like a lot of my stuff. I'm like, damn, I was really going through a hard time at this
Man,
point in
go
life.
and do it in these journals.
Right. Right, but then also too, could go through and see where I was standing and where I was mentally and what I was
Yes.
doing
But
to
can
come
you, when you
out
go
of.
back and look through it, can you see your growth?
Yeah, and I was trying to, and I could go back, and as much as I was going through it, I was still affirming myself and writing
Absolutely.
down some goals and some things that to pull myself out of it. And I
Yeah.
say that to say sometimes, like in life, we think that like with all this mental illness stuff going on, and I'm not negating saying that mental illness is not real. It's real. But we don't understand that's the ebb and flow of life. And sometimes you're just in a situation. It's situational and
It's
it's
critical and
temporary.
play a fly voice.
For sure.
Right. The situation is critical, but it's not like I'm in a deep depressive state
Right,
forever. I'm going through a phase in life that is, yeah, depressing, but I also have to sit back and realize that and do what I have to do to pull myself out of it.
right. You take
Correct.
steps. Like
You
for
gotta
me,
do the work.
right.
Right.
And if sometimes you take it and you apply like you just made me look at a thing that I have on mine where I was talking about the 30, 60, 90, where you utilize
Mhm.
the moon, where you are
Mhm.
removing the during your full moon, you're releasing what no longer serves you, and then your new moon, you're setting your intentions and you're doing it in a 30, 60, 90 format.
Mhm.
So by the time
Mhm.
you meet that 90, you should be have removed yourself from whatever situation or setting to at least a certain extent. I'm not saying you
So
have
let's
everything figured out, but you're taking steps.
so now we know why they don't teach this because it's never about a solution, y'all. Let's just be real. We live in
No,
a world
they want to
where
keep
there's
you in
no
problematic.
solution. Yes, because if you create a solution, nothing will be needed. A lot of things will be unnecessary and a lot of money will be saved. But I was
Hmm.
watching this movie.
Right.
I watched this movie
Man.
yesterday. It was about vampires. God dog, I can't even remember the name of it. Daywalkers.
Oh
Daywalkers.
yeah.
And so they were trying, everybody had turned, it was made in 2009, but it was based about the year 2019 about a
I know
virus that
exactly what
came.
you're talking about. With
Yes.
with bro end up finding a cure for this shit. You feel me or
Yes.
whatever.
And the cure, and
Yeah,
dude told him the vampires was like, it was never about a cure, bro.
yeah,
He said
It
what?
was he told the cure it was he found a cure for them to turn back to humans. So like basically this virus came and everybody turned into vampires except for a small population of the earth. It was still humans, but they had killed all the humans drinking the blood that they were about to die, the
right.
vampires.
And they
And
made
so
synthetic blood and shit. Yeah,
yes. And they was like, well, we gotta find a way to make synthetic blood so that we can live after they done damn near killed all the humans. Well, one of the lead scientists that was a vampire, he found a cure and it basically turned him back into a human. And so he went back to his office and the people that he worked for was like, y'all, I got a cure. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no humans. Y'all, this synthetic blood, fuck it. We could just turn back to humans. And dude told him straight up, it was never about a cure. We gotta make money, and that's the world we live in.
That's
Like,
pharmaceuticals right there.
right. Yeah,
Because
that's the
anybody
whole
else they
nine or
killed off.
whatever.
yeah, but
Most
that was the whole
definitely.
premise of the fucking movie.
Right,
Like,
Yeah.
right.
I'm gonna tell you
to
what
let
really
us.
stood out to me. Well, if we you know what I'm saying
What the
going to
hell?
that, like you told us when you got on there and was talking about girl interrupted.
Yes, bro. Yes.
I can't, I'm not even gonna go like that movie really made me take about 17 deep breaths and be like, what?
Right. And you see how Whoopi told the girl, like, you're the one keeping yourself in here. Ain't nobody
Right.
keeping you in here. You didn't have no friends on the outside. You didn't came in here and got friends, but this is a toxic bond. This is
It
trauma
is.
bonding.
It was trauma
You
bonding.
need to you can figure this out on your own. And when she started figuring it out and doing the work, shit got better.
It do. And that's what it all sums up to is when you are in a funk, you gotta do some work. And a lot of times that comes from looking in the mirror because the only person that can make changes for you is you. Nobody's coming
Right.
to save you.
So
Right.
like,
When I was walking
mhm.
them same hallways that you get a chance to grace, Cammy or whatever, I used to tell the youth that we service all the time. I'm like, bro, or to the young ladies that we would work with, y'all could talk to 1,000 therapists, 1,000
Man,
Man,
psychologists, 1,000 priests, and whoever else you want to name. But at the end of the day, this is
man,
a you thing,
man, that
and
part.
won't shit change until you're willing to make some sort of change within yourself, and then otherwise
Right.
you gonna continue repeating this shit. And I
Right.
think a lot
Because
of people,
sometimes you get comfortable
um,
in that shit.
right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like to play the blame game or scapegoat
Hmm.
type shit. You feel
Hmm.
me? Instead of, like you say, looking into the mirror and realizing, motherfucker, is you. Folks kill
Right.
me when they be like, man, devil, get up off me. Motherfucker, get up off
You
yourself.
answer
Like,
like that's you.
straight up, nigga, that
That
shit you.
666
Jesus,
is real.
hollering, Jesus, take the wheel. Motherfucker, you better grab that goddamn wheel. Hell, shit.
Exactly.
Waiting
It's
on
your
that, your
will.
ass gonna swerve.
Like them. Y'all remember
And
them license plates?
no disrespect to anybody out there listening
Right.
or whatever. I'm not trying to sound like no heathen or whatever, but I'm being realistic in what I'm
Yeah.
saying or whatever. At the
But
end
it
of the day,
tells you
even in the
in anything that you read it like
right, and that's what I
you
was just
gotta
gonna
do the
say.
work.
Even
You have to do the work.
man, period. You gotta meet them halfway and shit. You feel me?
And I'm
So
gonna give
it,
y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a Bible verse that said plain today. Hope without work is dead. No, faith without
Without
works
work.
is dead.
Exactly.
So take that
You
how you
gotta do
want
the
to. You
work.
can have all the faith in the world and believe that somebody's gonna save you until you start doing the work, whether it be looking in the mirror or whatever, walking the walk. This shit is dead. It ain't
It
gonna.
is.
It's not gonna change. You're gonna be waiting.
Because
right.
nobody's gonna do it for you. You have to do it for yourself.
Accountability, man.
Yep. Accountability leads to authenticity. Is what motherfuckers don't realize.
Right.
Exactly. Or you can sit and be like,
For
okay, well,
sure.
this is my
And
part that I played in it. How can I fix it?
and it leads to healing. You feel
Yep.
me?
It
You know what
Real
I'm
does.
saying?
healing.
For people who, yeah,
And so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna throw this out here. The black community. I'm
Yep.
just talking to black people right now. As far as healing, I think this year we realized like ain't nobody finna come on no night on no horse and save us as a people.
No,
Like
but
as much as we want to take sides and be like, yeah, Trump gonna do this, he gonna do that, duh, 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 we have to stop playing victim. Granted, a lot of the stuff that happened to us is messed up. That's just
for
hmm
it
sure.
is what it is. But at some point, we have to figure out a network that works for us. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
and be aware of what's happening. A lot of times people really don't be aware of what's going on. And once you're aware, you can take action. Basically, you
Exactly.
can take the steps needed necessary to actually make some shit work and make some shit happen. And
Right.
so
Right.
I feel
Because
like
I
we're
hear so
seeing
many people speak on community though. But it's hard to have community if everybody is just placing blame and shit.
right, and it's hard to have community too if nobody can really, like you said earlier, a lot of people don't really get to be themselves authentically. We have an idea
What
of
you
how
want
we want
somebody to
people to
be.
be, but
Hmm.
everybody
And,
can't be in fucking control. Like that's the problem. People want to be in control and say, "Oh, this is mine. I'm trying to do this
Right.
for black people," and it's like, no, we live in an era where everybody has to bring what they can to the table. Bring
right,
what you
Right.
man.
can.
And
I,
bring what
I,
you can and grab your cousin and tell him to bring what he got too. You got a lunchbox, that nigga got some tater chips. Just come on. What y'all doing? Just
that
a
part.
simple thing. Like
Like,
if
but
that's
no,
all you have,
I
just
had
bring
to,
what you got.
I had
Shit.
to quote and I might misquote it, but so forgive me if I am though. But I know to the point of what he was saying was this though, and that's the great Malcolm X. At the end of the day, he was like, man, we gotta put egos and
Mhm.
religion, all, and not saying that's what we necessarily speaking on, but still to the greater point of things.
Yeah.
Folks got to put all that bullshit to the wayside and be able to come to the table as women and men and be able to
Right,
talk about it and be able to delegate. You feel me?
right,
But to get to that point again, to get kind of to the basis of what we talking about, accountability comes in. Motherfuckers don't want to have to look in the mirror and be like, damn, and well, the reason why shit is going this way, it is because of me or whatever. Motherfuckers
right.
don't want to swallow that pill. You know what I mean?
They don't want to swallow that
and
pill, and they want somebody else to lead them. So if shit go awry, they can blame it on somebody else. So
the
to that
the
point,
scapegoat type shit. Yeah, what I
right,
was
and
saying.
to that
Yeah.
point, we talk about we don't want people to take control, but a lot of people want to be led. Shit, real life, like in
Oh
real life, a
yeah,
lot of people.
yeah. That's the and see, but that goes back to those terms that we have heard most of our lives. You feel me? And what I mean by that, the sheep
Man,
and the goat herder and shit. Man, fuck that. Man, I ain't no goddamn sheep. I don't need no motherfucker to herd or corral my ass. No motherfucking word. Fuck that.
right, because we've been told for so long, oh, you can't be different. You
You
got
gotta
to
be
be
a
a part
part of
of
the
the
flock.
group.
Nigga,
Yeah,
fuck
part
the
of the
flock.
flock. No,
Right, because if
if
some
we
Yeah.
all
if you be different even just a little bit, that first thing that gonna come out of somebody's mouth is, "Oh, she crazy."
right. And the thing is, we
Right.
need right now, we need a whole bunch of different shit because everything is
We do.
homogenized. And you can't make change when everything is the same. You just can't do it. It's not
Right.
that ain't how shit go.
Mm-mm. And then
Nah,
you
man.
need different differences just to bring like creativity. Creativity is gonna trigger
Yeah.
other. You know what I'm saying? Like the more creative you are, the more you're gonna think to be okay. Well, let me try this. You know what I'm saying? Like not on no competitive type shit, but it's just a trigger. Like if I
It's a
can be
different
creative with what
vantage
I'm doing,
point.
it's gonna
It's
push
different.
you to do. Yeah.
Creativity brings out different vantage points.
Perspective. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
However you wanna. Yeah.
Different
Ideas
vantage
come
points.
from creative places.
Yes. And when you stuck in a box and ain't no creativity flowing. And that's why I feel like that's why sometimes I be kind of leery of the internet. Like it's good, but it puts people in a box of thinking. You
Yeah,
know what
it
I'm
do.
saying? Because it gives you so much, you're inundated, you're overstimulated. And so it doesn't allow you to actually bring your creativity out because you on the internet thinking that all the creative shit has already been done. No,
Right.
it
It
ain't.
doesn't allow for any original thoughts unless you just turn that shit off for a little while. Like that's why I tell my kids, give your brain a break. Go
Right.
draw or something.
Everybody gonna be out here like robotoids. Boop, boop,
Man,
boop.
and then the robots gonna be the ones that's creative, like AI. If
Man,
you look at that shit,
man,
that's what's happening.
man, cause hey, I ain't gonna
Forever
lie though.
growing and expanding while I ass stuck and shit. You feel
Man,
me?
Man,
they
hey, that
the
AI.
little baby robots reading books, and our kids got a tablet. What?
AI got feelings, and our children don't even know can't read social cues.
Man, and
I
can't.
ain't gonna lie though. Like well, something that I have got spoiled in since we kind of drift into this part or whatever, segue into this subject. But I used to be contribute to people belief out there, man. Hey, I used to be a hell of a speller back in the day, man. On my
Man,
mama, I did though, like for real, like spell all type of extravagant, super fragilistic, expialidocious, that type shit, man. I used to be a kid that used to be happy that I
Mary
could
Poppins
spell.
looking at nigga.
Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. All that, man. You hear me? Man, but on a serious note, like now though, like for real, like I can't. It be the simplest words that be having me baffled. I be like, damn, and I had to use
Man,
spell check to pull me through, and I be like, what the
man.
fuck? Like back in the day, I
I
used
can't
to be
spell
this.
there. Shit. That's what I be like. Oh, you spelled some shit so wrong, the spell check won't pick it up.
Right.
Man.
Like,
I,
Hey,
yeah,
but
Lee,
why
how you
my daughter
spell
fifth
Wednesday?
but hey, why my fifth grade daughter teacher though? When she was in fifth grade, she is in 10th grade now. But in the fifth grade, they were writing papers and her shit was spelled wrong. She'd be reading the essay. I said, it's a lot of misspelled words on here. She said, oh, my English teacher told me, my language arts teacher said we don't need to learn how to spell because
Because
it
they
had
get
spell
spell
check.
check. My daughter
Yes. I
teacher told
said,
me the same thing. I said, oh no, we finna go home and we're gonna fix that, ma'am.
you know what
oh,
happened the
nah,
next year?
that's
My mama,
crazy word.
crazy work. My mama came down here and homeschooled my kids, and she made me get every last one of them a dictionary, a Webster's dictionary, and a motherfucking Webster's thesaurus.
That's the artist, man. You hear me? Hey, that's crazy how that shit becoming ancient artifacts. I
Hey,
Man,
but I'm gonna
remember.
tell y'all this. Go ahead, my bad. Hello.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, like when I give, if I gave like assigned an assignment to now, you need to find these words in the
Hmm.
dictionary. Some of the children don't know how to use dictionaries, bro.
no, they don't. They do not.
The
Man,
alphabetical
sad
order
man.
after the first letter be thrown
Other
in for a loop.
man, and
And you
then
know what? Go ahead, Corey.
I was finna just jokingly say I bet kids don't even know what the Dewey Decimal System is, man. You
They
feel
do
Absolutely not.
not. They do not. They do not know what the Dewey
That's
Decimal System is
crazy ass work,
whatsoever.
man. I'm not, man.
But that's what
Physical
you
media
know what I remember. The one thing I remember about Malcolm X, I read the autobiography and I watched the movie. But he
for
when he
sure.
got to prison, that's what he learned. That's what the Muslims
Yeah, he
taught him
read
how to
the dictionary, and that was
the dictionary.
yeah, that that was that's mandatory. That's something that I was gonna say, man. A part of my repertoire of books, like anybody who know me out there in the world, man, they know I'm a real sneakerhead or whatever. But little do people know, and I really don't give a fuck if they do know. But to know me on a personal level, for every pair of shoes, I got a book on my life. Like I got a plethora of books. You feel me?
Hey,
Enough where you know what I'm saying? Enough where they say, I knew off tops they was, and I ain't talking about no motherfucking goosebumps, no goofy ass shit. You feel me? And not knocking that or whatever.
I was gonna say
Nigga,
I
man.
like a good Goosebumps book now.
Right. But not knocking that. But you know, I got books, you know what I'm saying, for the culture or whatever, you know, about
Oh yeah, I
us, you
got some
know.
books for that too.
Yeah, you feel
I
me?
like a
And
good zane.
oh, okay. Yeah. I grew up. My mama reading them books and shit. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I think everyone, the Sister Soldier, all that shit. You feel me?
Yes, all of that.
Yeah.
To me,
But
that
no,
triggers your
I'm more
imagination.
on some old, you know, Henry Clark and
yeah, you
I
want
got
some
Dr.
some of them
Ben,
books
educational too.
too.
Dr. Ben, Diop. You feel me? Where in some of our first conversations where I was talking about civilization or barbarism. You feel me? That is
Hmm.
in my repertoire of books. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is though, learning that um through the Nation of Islam, I most
Hmm.
definitely got a dictionary and a thesaurus that's in my collection as well. You feel me?
Yeah,
I
they
wish
don't play that.
hell nah, but every man should have that or whatever, so you can have
Yeah,
you a great understanding of these words, and that's how they get us. That's why they say
yep.
English is the language of trickery and connery. You feel me? Because one word
Yep.
has several
And it's
different
one of the
meanings.
hardest languages to learn too.
English is a
Facts on my mama. You
bastardized
ask any
language.
man,
It's
yeah,
real
most
hard.
definitely.
I watch kids struggle with
Words
that.
are connotations and spells. That's why they call it spelling, man. That shit is a real thing. Folks can laugh and joke, be like, "Oh, that word don't mean that." Like I ain't gonna even lie. I have pardoned myself on social media due to the lack of overstanding to our peers and shit. Like so far as and
Hmm.
how folks be like, man, people who say grand rising, man, y'all weird and shit. Nah, motherfucker, you weird
You
because you
weird,
refuse to open your mind to some shit
right?
that's relevant, fool. You feel
Right.
me? But nevertheless, though, I have somewhat kind of water myself down due to people just looking at me crazy or whatever. You feel me? Like we said plenty of times, like, look, man, folks don't know, man. And I was really I looked at myself as a brother, as much esteem that I had to be from the set or whatever. I had that much esteem to push for the cause of me being a black man and looking at my fellow brother as not no op or somebody that I got to necessarily destroy or hunt. You feel me? Like that shit is
Hmm.
crazy to me when I think
Yep.
about it in that site or whatever. But anyway, man, I digress, man. Y'all.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah.
But yeah, but so back to what we were talking about. Affirmations are pretty much words that you say to give you some type of get you on the path that you need to get on. You know what I'm saying? You can call it a spell or whatever you want to call it. But affirmations are affirming what you know to be
Yep.
true about oneself. It's
Yep.
affirming, it's
We don't.
putting in concrete what you already know about
Yep.
yourself and putting it into action.
Absolutely.
Facts.
It's like when a person utilizes their affirmations, all you're doing is telling yourself who and what and how who and what and how you are, and then that
Hmm.
allows you to create the life that you know what I'm saying you want. It's like people always say, "Oh, well, you are the creator of your life." Well, you create that with the like Boss Hizzle said, words or spells, like y'all just stated. You are creating your own reality with your words by
Most
affirming.
definitely. Your own
Exactly.
reality.
And like I said, on my quote, success is getting what you want.
Yeah.
So if you want to be successful in your mind and get what you want, you have to affirm that shit and know in your heart that's what the fuck you want.
Something is
Sure.
happening outside. It is storming.
I know my
Just
kids'
sound like
school two
popcorn
hours
salad.
delayed tomorrow. No,
Huh?
you ain't sound like popcorn salad. They done delayed my kids' school 2 hours tomorrow.
Damn.
Talk about a storm. But Chattanooga's so crazy. Like up here on this mountain, I work up on the mountain. So at night, it's big old windows. It'll be calm and quiet. And all of a sudden, about 11, 12 o'clock at night, the wind just start blowing out the blue. The trees be swaying and then it disappear. And then it be cold outside.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or it be stormy and rainy after that little breeze come through.
Man, I think nationwide we getting that shit because here in the valley, out here in Denver or whatnot, we getting rain or whatnot, which is trippy as fuck for me anyway. Because here's of late, I must say I can't even fucking complain as a southerner out here in this damn wilderness tundra of Colorado or whatever. But anyway, the weather has been pleasant, damn it, and I can't even motherfucking
Yeah,
complain.
see,
Like
because y'all usually still be cold out there, don't you, around this time?
low key, like dead ass. I can comfortably say after 4 years of
Yeah,
being here, we don't really get summer like dead ass summer until June, and that's fucked up,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, y'all don't even
June,
have a real season. So that further that you know, everybody got the same weather. That shit ain't right. But I digress.
yeah,
I digress. But yeah, back to
Okay.
affirmations.
Okay. So we ain't got nothing left. Oh,
We ain't got nothing there. Ain't got
because
nothing there.
I mean, I have my thing that I have to actually like. If
You
we
said
were
you
gonna
had that number,
wait a minute,
number
goddamn.
summer in Cali. Hey,
I'm
Cali is
jealous,
where it at.
man.
Cali
Right,
is where
man.
it's at with for the weather.
Only
Like you
thing
can
you
go
gotta worry
northern
about,
Cali.
bro, is fucking earthquakes and shit. You
That's
feel me?
it, bruh. You go north up to
Mudslide
the valley and all that stuff. It's gonna be you can get every season you want. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be breezy.
and
But you
fire
go down south, it's gonna be sun all
Yeah,
day long, baby. 100 plus. It's 100 plus.
I like 100 plus. I
man.
Man,
want
give
to
me a
be
hundred
hot.
plus.
Give me.
I
I
ain't
do
gonna lie.
not like cold weather. Please be hot.
Man, when we went to Vegas year for last, bro, it
It
was
might be a different kind of hot
115 every
though.
day. Huh?
I said I
Yeah, that's
know
that dry
different
hot
hot
though. You feel
be
me?
hot.
Man,
Negative
that jump was
10.
like
No, the
a
fuck
hundred
you won't.
fifteen.
Hey, bro, you about made me call you so like, no, the fuck you won't. Want no -10, fool. You might as well come on out here to Colorado, bro.
Man.
I don't want neither one. I do not want that cold weather make my bones hurt, bro.
Buffalo, New York. He told me he
Yeah,
No,
love
by
but
Buffalo.
Niagara Falls and shit. I'm cool.
No, no, no. I'm straight on. Hey, but they say
I'm
New York in the
cool, bro.
summertime is the move,
Yeah,
just like
believe it or not, you know
Chicago
they
in the
say New York.
summertime.
You know they say New York is a muggy is humid. It's humid or whatever, historically
It's
humid
humid.
because of the swampy areas that used to be the marshlands of Manhattan and New York and shit. Me on my history shit
Mm.
or whatever. But anyway.
Okay, okay, because they were right up there by the. So northern New York is actually pretty nice. I worked with a dude that was from Canandaigua. He's from Canandaigua, New York. So like people always get this misnomer that New York is just New York City, concrete and bricks. No. When you go
No,
further north, New
you got
York,
New York State. Yeah.
yeah, it looks like out here, it looks like us with the mountains and greenery, and it's low key ducked off and it's nice. And they have nice lakes and shit up there, but you know, they kind of keep it ducked off because they don't want people all in their business like that for real.
Yeah, looking like New Hampshire, Connecticut, all
Yeah.
that shit up there and shit. You
Yeah,
feel me?
it's, they say it's pretty nice, so I had to take your word for it because I ain't trying to go up there to New York.
me neither.
He said, "Yep, I was right by Canada, right by Canada. Yeah, Canandaigua, all of that. Um, I wouldn't mind going there, Five Finger Lakes, but all that New York City, I'm straight on that boss. New York City, y'all remember
Yeah,
that?
city slickers.
Huh? Y'all remember that commercial? Hey, I had a
Yes,
moment earlier.
Yeah.
I was watching them PCJ. Y'all remember Just for Me? But
yes,
I was whole out here in second, third grade getting perms.
Right. J-U-S-T, what she say? She spell that shit
Yeah,
out?
JUSTFORME.
JUSTFORME. Just for me.
Just for me.
Mm.
Y'all know that was
Yes.
the girl from Destiny's Child.
Which girl?
I
It
want
was a couple
I
of
want
them.
to say not Latoya Luckett, but the other one, the other little short dark skinned one.
They wasn't on there that long.
Uh-huh. She was the fourth member. Or it might have
Mm.
been Latoya
I don't.
Luckett.
That was Latoya
Yeah, I
Luckett. I
remember
don't
who you
remember
talking
the
about,
other
but
one
nah, I didn't know that.
Yes, that was one of them on there. I was like, y'all was celebrities before that.
though.
Yes,
Hmm.
not Latoya Luckett, but the other girl that was one of the original
Yeah,
members.
from the original group back when they was on no
Yes,
no no back in that
yes,
era.
yes, yes. That them folks. So y'all, how y'all
Yeah.
feel? We just had an eclipse on Saturday, the
That
29th.
shit was
Yeah.
powerful, baby. I feel I'll be every bit of it.
So
Man,
we're moving into Aries, where it's really a time for people. A lot of planets are in Pisces and Aries, meaning, and a couple of them are retrograding and moving in
yeah,
between
her,
Pisces.
yeah, her, bro, yeah, her, yeah. He said her
Latavia.
name, Latavia, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, Latavia. That's it. That's it. Latavia.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I got to take care of myself right now. That's how I
As you
feel.
should.
I
man,
really am
most
feeling
definitely.
like,
I
huh?
Now
can't
what you
lie.
say what was you saying about the moon, Fisa?
Oh no, I was just saying that there was a solar eclipse that we had.
Yeah.
So that was in the sun. But a lot of planets are in Aries right now. They're toggling between Aries and Pisces. We have Neptune moving into Aries, and it's been in Pisces for the past 14 years.
Mm. So
And
it'll stay in
So that's for
Aries for
sure.
14 years.
yes, but it's going to
Yeah,
retrograde in September back into Pisces for a little while. So now people are going to feel free to, and if you've had any dreams or ideas in the past so many years that you've been want to work on, then now is the time since 2011. If you have any dreams that you want to work on personally that you've been dreaming about working on, now is the time to go into action.
Yeah.
That now's action time. And then you have Mercury in retrograde in Pisces. That should be over here soon. But yeah, now we finna go into a time of action. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just gotta talk about it and dream about it. You actually get into it and
And
do
it's a
what you
perfect time to create your affirmations however you want to utilize them.
yes. So get your affirmations up. If you gotta write them down, take a picture, recite them, record them.
Hey, I
What they
surely
say?
record some shit. I jump in my
Yeah,
car real
most
quick.
definitely, man. Walking in your and overall though, you feel me? Walking in your purpose on a serious note, like
Yeah. Getting into
saying what you mean or whatever, and
and meaning what you
for
say.
man that part, man.
Yeah.
Or I was finna say for in somewhat of a layman's terms for people out there to make it really make sense, man. Standing on business, man. You feel
Man,
me?
10 toes down, as they say, as we say in the South, 10 toes down, bro.
Yeah.
I think that'll be
Head
it.
in. I did not know what that meant for the longest, y'all. 10 toes down.
What? Don't tell
Yeah.
nobody I said.
I didn't.
You got 10 damn toes. Put all of them down.
Hey, I thought them
Yeah.
motherfuckers already be down. Shit, what you mean?
They do. Sometimes you
But
get
as
caught
they
with your
say
feet
that, man,
there on your back.
you stepping up to it. You feel me?
Man, 10 toes down. Hey, Player Fly said that in one of his songs. But
Shit.
anyways, that was a good one, y'all.
So
Uh,
do y'all have examples
of what?
of your affirmations?
Oh yeah, for sure. Before I get out of here, one thing that I wish I did do more or whatever before to get back to the point of things that I admire with both of y'all. I wish I did was able to write my affirmations down more. You feel me? And I know that'll add more power in me stroking that pen or whatever
Pen and
and
paper is
doing it or
power.
whatever, binding my words. Yeah, most definitely. Like I say, binding myself to my words or whatever. You feel me? But man, I'm a heavy believer in speaking that shit into existence and understanding the power of my tongue. Period. You feel me? And that's my example of how I do my thing or whatever. Most definitely, I wake up, I say my my cantations to myself, my family, and all those
Mhm.
connected to me. And I always end it as we end our segments, you feel me, with Ashe, you feel me?
Okay,
So molded, so shall it be, you feel me?
I say, I
That's
say.
it.
I ain't got no example, y'all. I be talking in my head.
Yeah, all the same. It's that
I
same
used to
voice.
I used to like get up and purposely say something but now I just be having to be in my head about stuff and go inwardly with a lot of stuff right now. That's where I'm at.
I haven't recorded mine in a long time, but I do have one that I went back and found. There's some, like sometimes when you have when you go through shit in life and then you can see yourself like repeating a pattern, and then you
Mhm.
look at it and be like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but this is where I need to change what I'm doing or whatever. So you have to look at how you're moving throughout life. So I just like to play mine and listen to do what I and utilize it like that. I just put it in my car and listen to it. Well, I have it downloaded, but
Mhm.
I throw it in there one day when I'm gonna start back putting the songs at the beginning and the end of the podcast, and I throw it in there one day.
For sure.
Mhm.
So I didn't want to be
I
the
love
only one that play a whole affirmation.
you good. You good. You good. Yeah. But
So yeah.
all right, it's been real. I gotta take my child home. She bad about her hair.
Oh, I'm
Why?
sorry. Yeah, gotta do that,
Yeah, I
mama.
don't know. She don't like it. She mad I did it in the front. I fucked up. But it's still in box braids. Some of the parts I didn't line them up. But she always be mad the first day of her hair. Then she'll be like, "Oh, I like my hair." The next day, so
She just needs
deal with
somebody
it.
to tell it's cute.
I know it. She'll go to school tomorrow, and all them kids like, "Oh, we like your hair, Lily." And then she'll come back after she done talk shit to me. She'll come back and be like, "My hair is cute, Mama. Thank you."
That's some Gemini shit.
That is, bruh. Bruh be whole cussing me out about this hair. But go to school with somebody tell her it's cute. Okay, Mom, I like it. But I digress. Y'all have a beautiful night.
Hey,
Until the next time,
Y'all do the same.
hold it in the road, as the old folks say.
it's crazy.